Witch Queen is right around the corner, and if you plan on attempting the brand new Day 1 raid, or if you just want to go into the new content with your PvE A game, you 100% need to do a little dungeon armor farming now. Today I'm going to show you why you should be dungeon armor farming before Witch Queen, and the quickest way to get that done without any headache. What up, you goddamn nerds? My name is Fallout, and if by the end of today's video you think I've earned it, subscribe to my channel. I put out content all the time, and I'm going to be doing a lot of work in Witch Queen. But before we get going, I want to ask, have you heard of Prime Gaming? Prime Gaming is an amazing program from Amazon and offers you a ton of great stuff, including exclusive in-game loot, free games, and a free subscription on Twitch, where I happen to stream, by the way. Prime Gaming is included free with an Amazon Prime membership, meaning if you've already got Amazon Prime, what are you waiting for? Prime Gaming includes free in-game content for over 30 games. You can even download free PC games to keep every month, and as I mentioned, you get a free Twitch subscription to your favorite streamers on Twitch, hint hint, which you can use every month. February's free games include Stellaris, Ashwalkers, A Survival Journey, As Far as the Eye, Double Kick Heroes, Galazo, Soccer League, and more. In addition to this, Warframe is offering an exclusive avatar accessory available with Prime Gaming right now, the Verve Ifrit Kubro armor, which has a value of 15 bucks, and the Loki Verve bundle, which in addition to looking awesome has a $30 value. Do yourself a favor, guys, for real. Click the link down in the video description to sign up today for Prime Gaming and claim all of Prime's amazing offerings. Free monthly games, free drops for your favorite games, and even free Twitch subscriptions. What is not to love? Again, check the link in the video description and level up with Prime Gaming. Okay, armor farming. If you're a new player or just didn't know, armor drops from the master version of the new Grasp dungeon are flat out better than regular armor. Check it out. Here we have a regular piece of armor. There are 4 open slots where you can equip armor mods. Now, check out what you get from the dungeon on master difficulty, Artifice Armor. You gain a bonus socket that you can use to equip additional armor mods. Now, to be fair, that extra slot can only hold armor mods from your current season artifact. Currently, my helmet extra socket can't hold anything because the way I've built my artifact currently doesn't have any helmet armor mods unlocked. In Witch Queen, though, it's been confirmed that you can unlock all mods on your artifact in order to encourage more build crafting. Neat. It may take a while to unlock every mod on your artifact, but yeah, it will be doable in Witch Queen. Anyway, TLDR, Master Dungeon Armor gets an extra slot that's going to come in handy big time in Witch Queen. I plan on doing the brand new raid on day 1. Definitely check out my Twitch channel for that. It'll be a lot of fun, and you can bet your ass there are going to be champions in that raid. If I build my gauntlet armor just right, I could be able to take all 3 types of champions by myself. That is the power of Master Armor. Alright, enough polishing my glaive about armor. Why don't we talk about how to farm it? IMO, the best farm is by just plowing through the boss checkpoint over and over on master level difficulty. If you've seen other farm videos from me, you know the deal. You're gonna either need to A, do the whole dungeon yourself and then save the boss checkpoint when you get there, or B, find a friend or someone really cool on an LFG website who may be holding onto a boss checkpoint already and get it from them. Either way, the end result will be the same. Hold the checkpoint on one guardian, then load that checkpoint, have your buddies join your fire team, then you change to a different character in order to hold onto that checkpoint. Now that you've got the checkpoint and you're holding onto it on one of your guardians, why don't we talk about fire team loadout, beginning with what weapons you should be rocking. I want you to gaze upon the following and commit it to memory: kinetic auto rifle, Vorpal Cartesian coordinate, and the sleeper simulant. The holy trinity of weapons with which to easily one-phase farm the dungeon boss. If you happen to be missing 1 or even 2 of these holy weapons, don't worry, they're not carved in stone, but they are confirmed easy mode. The kinetic auto rifle is there to prevent barrier champions from regenning, and that's kind of it. Honestly, if all of you team shoot the barrier champion quickly enough with a fusion rifle, you might not even need the anti-barrier auto rifle because they'll die immediately, but probably a good idea to have at least 1 just in case. The Vorpal Cartesian coordinate I know not everybody has. If you have a different Vorpal weapon, energy fusion rifle, feel free to use that instead. The null composure should also work fine. The fusion rifle is to beat the hell out of the barrier champions, immediately clear out trash level fallen, and to use for boss damage if and when you run out of sleeper ammo. The sleeper simulant is the most important part of the farm. While there's more than one way to nuke a dungeon boss, the sleeper is a dummy easy one phase if you have the exotic catalyst. Unless we really effed up during the damage phase, pretty much every time we brought sleeper to the party, it turned out to be a one phase. If someone in your party has divinity, that could also work, but I don't like to assume everyone out there has divinity. You can pick pick up Sleeper from the kiosk at the tower, whereas the Divinity is a huge pain in the ball bag to acquire. Worst case scenario, you come at the boss with a Vorpal linear fusion rifle, or better yet, a firing line linear fusion rifle, but really, I do recommend the Sleeper. Regarding the subclass picks of your fire team, some combinations are going to work better than others. However, I know that not everyone out there has a hunter, not everyone has a warlock, not everyone has a titan. Believe it or not, there are a bunch of weirdos out there who actually have something called social life or whatever, and apparently only have time to play one character. Sounds like a bunch of normie gobbledygook to me, but whatever. But because that is the way it is, I made sure to try today's armor farm with multiple fire team combinations. I'm gonna really quickly cover the basics, which to me is 1 warlock, 1 titan, and 1 hunter before I move on to other fire team combos. This one is pretty easy. Your warlock is gonna drop a radiant well with lunafaction boots, and the titan is going to drop a bubble off to the right side. If you're a new player, the damage buff from the bubble and the well, they don't stack. The titan bubble's weapon buff will override the well's damage buff, but the well is there to help you reload quicker and to keep you alive with health regen. Titan player, when you drop the bubble, make sure to not drop it too far back, keep it kind of forward and again off to the right side. In addition to occasionally popping in and out to reapply that damage buff, you can also use the bubble as a bootleg barrier to prevent yourself from getting shot by the annoying fallen off on the right area of the map. They're not going to hurt you that badly, but they will flinch you, and missing any sleeper shots on the boss can change things from a 1-phase to a 2-phase, and ideally you just want a 1-phase every time. The hunter can yeet a revenant super at the boss for repeated chip damage and allowing your warlock to get extra damage via the focusing lens artifact mod. But again, what if you don't have 1 titan warlock, 1 hunter? Well, other combos will work, it just might be a little tricky depending on what you don't have in your fire team. I sat here for a while thinking about how to write this portion of today's video and decided, f it. I'll just quickly TLDR every possible fire team combo and what you should use if you want a dungeon farm. Titan, Titan, Titan. 1 bubble and 2 should be on Thunder Crash. You may not even need the Thunder Crash damage depending on how cracked you are, but better to bring and not need. Titan, Titan, Warlock. 1 bubble, 1 Radiant Well, 1 Thunder Crash. Again, you may not need the Thunder Crash, but why not? Titan, Titan, Hunter. 1 bubble, 1 Thunder Crash, 1 Revenant Hunter. The Revenant allows the Thunder Crash to get extra damage from focusing lens, but you won't get the focusing lens buff from the Titan bubble. Titan, Titan, Warlock. 1 bubble, 1 Radiant Well, and 2nd Warlock, who cares? The 2nd Warlock could go Nova Bomb, but I find that the Nova Bomb often gets accidentally team shot before it hits the boss and just disrupts your sleeper damage phase. You could also have the 2nd Warlock go Shadebinder in order to give the 1st Radiant Well Warlock a focusing lens buff. Warlock, Warlock, Hunter. 2 Radiant Wells and 1 Revenant Hunter. 2 Radiant Wells because that way both Warlocks can take advantage of focusing lens for extra damage output. Warlock, Warlock, Warlock. 2 Radiant Wells and 1 Shadebinder. Shadebinder should use something like a Duskfield nade on the boss. Again, so the 2 Radiant Well Warlocks can take advantage of focusing lens. Shadebinder, don't pop your super. I don't think the damage output would be as good as if you just fired away with Sleeper. Hunter, Hunter, Hunter. 2 Celestial Golden Guns and 1 Revenant Hunter. Make sure the Celestial Nighthawk Goldies have focusing lens turned on for more damage, and really do your best to not die as a team without the protection of both Radiant Well and Titan Bubble. You could probably get it done, I'm sure, but I really don't recommend going in triple Hunter for a farm. It would probably be really difficult staying alive. Hunter, Hunter, Titan. 1 Bubble Titan, 2 Celestial Golden Gun Hunters. Or you could have 1 Celestial and 1 Revenant, your call. And finally, Hunter, Hunter, Warlock. 1 Radiant Well Warlock, 1 Revenant Hunter, 1 Celestial Golden Gun Hunter. Celestial Nighthawk Goldie and the Warlock both get to take advantage of focusing lens from the Revenant Hunter. Easy. Now, you might be wondering 2 things. I'll bang them out both right now. Thing number 1, if you're a Titan main, yeah, you could deal a buttload of damage by doing the Tractor Cannon 1-2 punch shotgun bonk hammer strategy. Go ahead and do that if you want, but I really do feel like it's only a matter of time before Bungie eventually changes that, and it's not really average player friendly IMO, but if you know how to do it, feel free. Thing number 2, why no tether for Hunter players? Because I recommend Sleeper for boss melting, and it's kind of assumed that if you're rocking Sleeper Simulant, you will be running the armor mod Particle Deconstruction, which remember, does not stack with Hunter tether. Okay, quick encounter TLDR. Drop a raid banner and touch it. Activate the encounter and use whatever supers you have available to immediately kill the 2 mini-boss enemies that come out of the staircase area. Getting rid of them both immediately is key. A well or bubble are ideally what you want. Kill them with your energy weapons and supers only if you can. You want to save literally all of your sleeper ammo for the boss. When they're dead, dump your crystals and then move around the map, ideally together, better. You can split up if you're practiced and really confident, but I think that rolling around in a big clump dealing with each barrier champion one at a time is the way to go. They're gonna die much quicker and you will breeze through the encounter. Do 2 waves of motes, gather what you need, and bring them to the middle to dunk like you normally would do. When it is damage time, again, ideally you have either a well or a bubble or both, but just use whatever you got depending on your fire team loadout, which I covered earlier, and then just unload with Sleeper. Be sure before starting the encounter, by the way, that you have linear fusion rifle reserves on your chest piece. If you run out of Sleeper, whip out your regular fusion rifle and continue firing that way. If you hadn't shot any Sleeper before damaging the boss, you should be in really good shape, and hopefully you wrap up the easy 1 phase. If you miss out on the 1 phase, it might be easier to wipe and start over from scratch, just because the mini bosses are going to come back out again and be annoying, and now you don't have any supers to fight them, but you could always hang around and go for the 2 phase instead. Go ahead and bang out a bunch of easy Artifice Armor pre-Witch Queen now, and you'll be glad that you did later. Join our Discord if you haven't already. I procrastinate there while writing scripts, and we'd love for you to come join our community. Please subscribe to my channel. We just hit 450K. Thank you very much for that, by the way. Next stop, 500,000. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.